How's it going, YouTube? DM Simpson Belts back here again with a brand new video. And yeah, guys, I know you were expecting me to come out of the door, but maybe once in a while I'll do that as, you know, my type of thing, as my intro. But when I do some things a little different. And guys, no, it's been a while since the last update, but obviously today is a special one because I got this box in the mail. And you know, probably that means time to unbox it. So got my trusty knife. And also, you guys probably know from the title, it's my newest wrestling belt. 8 now? Yeah, 8. And we're going to compare it to other belts that I got from other people. So it's time to unbox and open this. And before I get started, I want to say this is a package sent from a buddy of mine I know on Facebook. His name is, I think it's Syed Omar. My apologies to my friend if I didn't pronounce the name right, but I think his name is Syed Omar, S-A-A-D, Omar, O-M-A-R, and obviously, we're going to take a look at this. Man, this guy does some great quality work. I'm going to try to cut open the bag without, you know, cutting the belt. I think now I can get to it with these now. Just alright, there we go. And now I'm gonna just put my trusty knife away. Actually, now I think about it, I'm gonna put this belt on the ground, and I'm already looking at it, and man, it looks beautiful, guys. And I'm obviously gonna have to compare it to two other guys' belts I got. And I'm going to put this package in here. So I think this marks the 32nd belt of mine that I got. And yet we're going to do a little comparison. That's right, guys. The completion of my ECW collection. It is now the ECW World Tag Team Championship belt. And I gotta say, this, oh my God, it is beautiful, and absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put the belt on the ground and have my thoughts comparing this to the other ECW belts that I got from the guys of mine. But first, we'll start off by looking at this. Good quality stamping and nice quality leather too. The 2x8 snap box with the tooling, and I think this is stamping because I can see a bit. It looks like stamping. I mean, no problem with that. And I'm surprised accurately he got the barbed wire tooling on this belt. It goes all the way around from one end of the belt to the other. And that's good quality barbed wire tooling, guys. That was what I wanted for my ECW World title and my ECW Television title, but obviously they didn't have it, or they forgot about it. But, I mean, the shell tooling on the belt still looked good, but not as good TV accurate as barbed wire tooling. Here's the one side plate, Hardcore ECW Wrestling. Looks like some type of cage with barbed wire on top. And nice quality plates. Nice shade of gold. ECW Hardcore again. Looks like with a cage and a barbed wire. But nothing compared to, look at that. The main plate. And this is a big main plate, I'd say, for a tag belt. I mean, I've seen other ECW tag belts like on other websites, but the majority of them were kids' belts. I've seen a one belt like that before, but I think it was a kid's one as well. But anyway, it's the buzzsaw with the globe on it. Barbed wire globe. World ECW Tag Team. There's variations of this title on, if you want the ECW version, I think the globe was like purple and the logo was brown. I'm not sure. But I believe this is more of the WWE version. Like it looks like, it's supposed to look like the WWE version. Kind of like this one, the ECW TV title, where the logos were black. Where the original, I think, was the logos were purple. And obviously the other two side plates, ECW Hardcore Wrestling. And of course, obviously, when you're getting an ECW belt, you want the ECW logo plate. This one, compared to the others, is a little smaller. Like the World one is big. It has the purple background with the black logo. The TV title, I think it's the same size, but the gold outline is a little thicker. I think it's actually a little wider, like in height. I think this one's a little more narrow, but the black background with the black logo. This one's a little smaller with the black background and a red logo. Still, absolutely beautiful. 2x5 snap box. It looks like a rope border around the snap box as well. Adds a good look to it. It actually almost looks close to the snap boxes on my TV title. And I gotta say, the TV title looks amazing. That's from Championship Belts on Instagram. This guy, Sad Omar, I know from Facebook. I don't know if they're one and the same, but their quality almost looks exactly the same. That there is AB Knives, and I got it signed by RVD. I thought his was probably the best. He's got nice heavy plates, and yet it's no tarnish on the belt. Most belts like I get there are bootlegs. I hate to call them bootlegs, but they are. Most of them get like tarnish on the gold sometimes. I started with my Wing Big Eagle and the Smoking Skull, and a bit of it on my European title, but what can you do with those? But anyway, like comparing to these, this one I thought had the best quality leather. I mean, smooth edges, best tooling. The plates are still good. His edges here are a little rough, but I could probably understand why, because it's about what you're going to see on the back. Metallic blue croc backing. And I know most of you guys are like, yeah, you're going for TV accuracy. Wasn't the backing purple, not blue? I asked him about that. He said all he had was light blue croc. And I gotta say, it still looks good. Hell, I'll take this any day. And I think this is like the second bootleg belt I have with croc backing. The European with the red croc, which looks absolutely beautiful. But I gotta say, the blue croc, man, it looks, I gotta say, this guy does good quality for backings like this. Blue croc and that. I could barely even feel any bolts in the back of this. I mean, most people like to feel the bolts in the back, because the bigger the bolts are, the much more, quality of how secure your plates are. And I gotta say, this belt is kind of heavy. I mean, the flexibility folds up on itself just like that. And yeah, I must say, when they see the metallic blue sticking out in the back, it is, I gotta say, guys, I gotta say, probably the best belt I got. Besides from the TV belt, this one's the best. And before I, do the traditional drill of on the shoulder around the waist, let's compare it to the other two ECWs. Like, not a shot of a doubt, AB Knives, great quality of a belt. It's still the good belt. And two, with its backing, the brown snakeskin like backing, it still makes it look TV accurate, and it's still beautiful. Not a shot of a doubt, probably up, like these three are the top of my belts of bootlegs. I mean, hate to call them bootlegs, but they're the top three of the best belts made by an independent person that's not WWE or ECW related. If I have to rank them, well, obviously, the ECW tag is going to be up there at probably number 2 or number 1. Because these two are going to duke it out at number 1. Because A, this guy here still has smooth quality leather, and he does smooth out the edges. But the only thing that's making reason why the tag is duking it out with the TV title, because the TV title's got that shell tooling. When I wanted barbed wire tooling, he said he couldn't get it. I understand, you can only get what you can get. But this one with the barbed wire tooling, it's really the reason of TV accuracy is the reason why it's going up par with this one. And right behind them, ECW World, hands down. That's what I say, guys. When it comes to the quality of belts, it's all about who you know. Like, don't get me wrong, AB Knives is a great guy for making belts. I mean, I got the Hogan 86 from him. He's a great guy. Championship belts on Instagram, I give mad respect for. He does great work. Best probably bootleg, and I would say for by far. And this guy, Syed Omar, I give you mad respect, man. And I gotta tell you, I give it a thumbs up, big time. If it's out of 5 stars, I gotta say maybe 4.5. 4.5. That's probably best quality, I'd say. Yeah, little things can be different here and there. Maybe like if you find a way to smooth out your edges because it's a little rough there. This like champion like AB Knives has rounded and smoothed their edges, but a little gritty, a little rough, feeling like sandpaper. This guy smooth. This little rough, but I could probably understand the time making belts. If you worked on it more, maybe smooth it out. I could say your belt would be the best. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to probably pause the video here and you guys know the drill. Put the belt on my shoulder around the waist, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Are we recording? Yep. So, here's the belt in hand, and I got to say, with those plates, you can see, look at that. It just folds in on itself. And on the other side, hold it up to the logo plate. And for some of these belts, you know, like the TV title, when I got it, I could notice by some of these plates, the bolts snapped in the back. I forgot to mention that, like this TV title. I think this one plate here and one plate back here, one of the bolts on each of the corners snapped. But obviously, if I probably grabbed some JB Weld and welded them back down, it's probably no problem. But here it is, compared to probably the best, the TV title. And I gotta say, this is a really heavy belts. I mean, good quality belts. I'm gonna put the TV title down now. And the logo plates really just help say that it's an ECW belt, not a replica. Then again, it's not the real deal, like the real ones, but I gotta say, it's still close as you could get to the real deal without actually getting into the ring and fighting for one. And gotta say, but I would say for real cautions for tag, like this type of belt, is these edges on the top, like the buzzsaw on that, and these little points here. Many times if you like wear it in a specific way, it could jump up and cut you in the chin and that. I remember doing that with the Big Eagle belt because it had serrated edges. It actually cut one of my arms up from just trying to, you know, clean it. But anyway, let's put this belt around the waist. Man, that metallic blue looks good. And when I do the belts around the waist, guys, I'll let you know I'm not a heavyweight. I'm about 200 pounds, 199-ish, 200 pounds. So I'm a cruiserweight. I assume these belts can fit up to a 96-inch waist. I mean, 46-inch waist. But, man, this is my first time testing out the snaps, too. Here it is around the waist. And also great tag team champions of this type of belts, like the Dudley Boys, more common up. I think RVD held this with, I think maybe Tajiri or Rhino. I'm not sure. Believe me, guys, I've grown up. I was a kid in the 90s. I wasn't watching much of ECW. I was more of a WWF person, or now WWE person. That's why I haven't seen much of WCW or ECW. Last time I was watching ECW was when it was bought by WWE, where they got rid of this belt and the television belt and just had the world title. But I say there were great tag titles for this time, and I think they've also had unifications for them. But still, good quality belt, and it looks great in my collection. Now, belt number 32, and I'm going to just lay the belt down and do one last run through and end the video here. So, here we go. I'm going to turn the camera, make sure it doesn't go upside down like some of my videos. I tried to change those up, but, you know, you always make mistakes. 2x8 with that great stamping tooling there. The barbed wire tooling. And I gotta say, this guy, Bevel, It really does pop out. The two side plates, the great center plate, and you can see here the brick pattern like on the TV title. They painted it in as well. And great etching on the plates. The other two side plates, that great logo plate, the 2x5 snap box. And I know some people are looking at this like, these snaps look a little dull, like probably need a little bit of a shine, kind of like my other ones. Like the ECW belt definitely needs to shine up. TV probably needs to shine up too. I may think about getting some Brasso. No, guys, I'm not going to use the Brasso on the main plates and not pull a Randy Savage. I heard that you use Brasso on the snaps because they're different type of metals compared to the plates. So you use Brasso on the snaps and they'll make them shine up like a new penny. And let's just fold this one over to look at the metallic blue croc backing. Just beautiful. And eventually, if I do think about if I want TV accuracy, I could try to see if I could look up maybe for purple dye to dye this. Like I've seen people on YouTube, like shout out Stephen Hammer, who dyed the backing of this one WWE spinner. He had a greenish croc backing for that one, but he painted it black with some black dyes. So if I could find some leather dye and I could just paint over this purple and get it TV accurate, I'll go with that. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep it as it is because I gotta say, this guy, he's up there with the top 3 greatest guys to make belts. So if you guys want a belt from him, you can see the good quality here. His belts maybe go around $250 or so. Yeah, guys, this is a $250 belt. So if you want to get if you got $250, want for a best quality belt, I say look him up. His name is, again, Saad Omar. SAADOMAR. You look him up on Facebook, tell him DM Tombstone Belt sent you, and ask for a belt of your choice. Now I got my ECW collection done. I wonder what will be next. Probably, maybe work on getting the complete of the WWE/WWF collection here. Maybe get the Hogan 85, that's from WrestleMania 1, and the big green belt. And that collection may be complete, unless I want to go further with the Backlunds and all that, or start to do the WCW collection. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to share. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And comment below what you guys think. And plus 2, guys, I'm nearly, I think, now 6 subscribers away from 400. So, guys, if I get close to 400, I'll hopefully soon maybe do a celebration and do something special for 400 like I done for 300, 200, and 100. Every 100... I know I probably won't do it for every 100 subscribe, like every other extra 100 subscribers, but each subscriber means a lot. And the fact I do this just as a hobby, and hopefully soon, maybe if I do get it up to 1,000 to get ad revenue, maybe make it more of a side job. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm DM Tombstone, and also follow me on my social media. Almost signed out on Instagram at DanielMe96. And as well on X at DM Tombstone 96. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.